What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast, Gamers Two Cents. We are the Gamer Bros, not the Gamer Pros. We just like to come together and discuss gamer topics and other miscellaneous things involved with it too. I am one of, the host for today, I guess, Half Baked Villain, but you can call me Half. And then we also have our usual suspects here, Saab and Comrade Beard. Um, Now the Game Awards did happen this past week,
No, we're not
so
talking
that
about
is
that fool. We talking about first the other stuff.
okay.
Harada.
Okay. I didn't know we were going in order. So
That's right. Stop never goes in order. So this is
right,
very surprising.
right. So Harada, one of the main developer or creator of the Tekken franchise, ended up retiring last week, which was pretty devastating to a lot of people, seeing how the series has been going on since pretty thing like the 1990s, probably earlier than that. Um, kind of saw this coming. He's kind of been leaving breadcrumbs leading up to this, talking about Tekken and the stuff he's had to endure just to get his franchise to keep going. Um, Even for Tekken 7, he had to go through countless meetings and just to get it to release. Um, so yeah, this is a pretty pretty sad moment in time for a lot of gamers who grew up with him. I hopped on Tekken late. Like I played Tekken 3 as a kid with my friends, but I didn't play Tekken as like a competitor until Tekken 7, and that's when I really got in the game and seen how cool it was. So for this to happen kind of makes me wish I got into it way sooner. And Tekken 8 isn't in good shape right now. And with him leaving, it doesn't really give me high hopes. But all I want to say is more power to him. It's too bad we're not going to get a Tekken X Street Fighter, or the chances seem way slimmer now that he's not here. That was supposed to happen. Um, and yeah, man, it's too bad. But honestly, after everything he's talked about on Twitter over the years, and the amount of bullshit he dealt with Tekken 8, I'm not surprised. And more power to Harada. He's a great game developer. Gave us an amazing game, like a fighting game where characters have over 100 freaking different moves and it's deep as hell. Like it's great. But yes, he ended up leaving, so more power to him. I don't know if any of you guys have anything you want to say. I know you guys aren't really into Tekken like I was, so is there anything you guys want to say or no?
I'll mention, like I said, I was reading this article. He says even though he's going to be leaving the company, he's still going to be. He was still asked to appear at the what is it, the TWT finals at the end of January 26th.
Yes.
So he's going to be
But
there as a guest still.
yeah, it's just a
Uh,
tournament, so he'll be there
okay.
showing his face and stuff.
Yeah. And I guess what does it say? He says in the postscript, he says that he's still going to try to. He's still releasing a 60-minute Tekken DJ style mix that he edited for himself. Is he a
Yeah.
DJ or something like that? What's in his part time? What's going on with that half?
He before I think either during the time or before he became a game developer, he always wanted to be a DJ. Um, so him stepping away and putting together a playlist was kind of like him actualizing his dream in a way. So that's all it was. He was just doing something he always wanted to do. That's all. That's
Okay,
what
yeah.
that mix is. Yeah.
Man is following his passions even after retiring. I like it.
Yep. Exactly. So,
Yeah.
Saab, anything you want to add or no?
Yeah. Tekken started out in 1984.
Yep, like I said, the 1990s. I
And
was only 4 years
Harada
old.
started on Tekken 3. Yeah.
What?
He started on Tekken
Harada
3, it seems.
Okay. Yeah. He did a
That's a
And
bang-up
long
now
job.
they're
time,
on
bro.
Tekken 8. Now the
Now
series is
what?
all the way up to 8. So yeah,
Yeah.
That
and
is
it's
a
been
fucking
the
long time.
since basically the beginning. May as well have been.
Yeah, basically. I've been playing Tekken like when I was in freaking like elementary school or kindergarten. Like I remember going over to my friend's house playing Tekken 3 and him picking Eddie Gordo and button mashing and making me mad because I played Horang and I couldn't do nothing about it. Like, yeah, man. So him leaving, pretty devastating. And then also, what also prompted him to leave, I guess, or well, I won't say prompted him, but what kind of gave it some icing on the cake was other developers either dying or just retiring altogether. Um, so yeah,
I'm
that's all I
sure.
have to say on that topic.
All right. Uh, yeah, it's good that you started off because you're the expert on this. Yeah, talk about the Evo. What do you think of the Evo?
Uh
Let's announce. Tell us what's
oh,
announced.
the Evo lineup. Let's see what we got here. Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, Under Night Birth, Fatal Fury, Invincible versus Guilty Gear, Virtual Fighter 5, 2XKO, Blaze Blue, Vampire Savior. Um, the only one I'm kind of shocked about is well, two I'll say is Invincible versus and Rivals of Aether. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, Invincible versus if that's the game I think it is, I think that game looks underwhelming to say the least. Rivals of Aether, that's just not a game I was ever really appealed to. And everything else pretty much checks out. They're pretty much your basic run of the mill fighting games that most players who are in the FGC will anticipate. Um,
So,
Nothing really out of the ordinary from what I see.
all right. So that means 2XKO is actually gonna release.
It's 2XKO has been off the Game Award shows. They said it's releasing in January.
All right. So that means one of the bigger fighting games, Marvel Tokon, is not releasing before Evo. You notice that?
Oh, I guess not. Which I'm totally fine with. I want games to stay in the oven and cook and come out very well done. I don't like when developers release half-baked games and basically have us play through the beta form of the game until they get it right. So I'm all for that.
All right. And this is the American Evo for Las Vegas, right?
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
Las Vegas. All right. So you're gonna watch it?
Uh, Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really been into Evo like that. Like, I mean, watching it. I'd like to go there someday, but watching it, if it's one of those things where if I catch it and I'm not doing nothing, I'll watch it. But I'm not gonna be looking for it during the weekend or whatever. Like, I'll probably be playing another game or doing something else, to be honest.
You notice
I
there's
don't know.
one game that's not up there, and I know you're gonna revel in it.
Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
I told you, yeah, because that game's trash. I keep telling you that. Right? But that game is objectively ass.
Yeah, through all the drama they had to work through, they didn't make it.
So, it didn't make the cut. I'm not surprised there. Look, but my game made the cut, even though that game is ass now too.
From what I heard, Mortal Kombat also didn't get enough money.
Stop banging on that goddamn door. Yeah.
What did
So,
Mortal Kombat
so
not
Warner
make?
Brothers had all the drama. So, from what it sounds like, Mortal Kombat 1 didn't even get the time or the money to take its time. Because you know how Mortal Kombat games in the past take their time and usually release fully stacked, right? Have. So a lot of rumors because of the whole drama Warner Brothers was getting in their background. They cut so much from putting into Mortal Kombat development time. So they really they were really against the wall. I hope you know that.
Sure.
Yeah, but you picking on it like they shit. Like they normally just release shit.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not gonna get into that.
I got you. Nah. Yeah. Comrade, any? You don't watch Evo, but you got anything to say? There's no comment.
No comment. I don't know enough about fighting games to really make an opinion on Evo or the lineup, really. So I defer my judgment to the experts.
I'm not the expert half is. But yeah, I'm looking. I don't watch it, and I'm excited to hear who's the winners and stuff. And I like to check back matches, the top ones. Other than that, yeah, it looks like a solid lineup to me. I'm like, I got nothing wrong with it, but the one I'm interested in is the Invincible versus, because I feel like they're not the standard of the other games. They're like it's just a fucking TV show fighting game, but from what it sounds like, it's turning out well. So how well can it stand against these other companies? You know what I mean? That's what my curiosity on that one is. You know, because I know people in fighting game community they're gonna scoff at it. It's like it's a fighting game from a TV show or something. Like, why should
Listen,
I
no,
care? You
no,
know,
no,
that's gonna be
no.
their attitude.
Fighting game players don't care as long as the game is good, bro. They don't give a fuck about shit like that. If the game is good and it's not some fucking super gooner infested game, then fighting game players are gonna play it. The where what show it's from is pretty irrelevant, to be honest. But I will say, even though they have top players backing this game, Invincible versus, it looks kind of shitty. Looks kind of underwhelming in my opinion. Not gonna lie.
Looks like it's a small company compared to most companies that make the other games that are kind of bigger.
Mm, we'll see.
Yeah, moving on. Um, so Dead Space, there's a rumor that they heard from Insider Gaming. They had two sources, or a couple of sources, that EA might want is going to sell off Dead Space, and if that comes out to be true, I hope it is, because EA hasn't done anything with it except the remake, and the remake I think is one of the best remakes. I think it improves big time on the original, and I love the original. And I wish they could have done number two. Man, I'm just sad that people want good games, and if it's not a big name like Resident Evil or anything, they don't show it love. But Dead Space is a damn good horror game, horror action game. But yeah, I hope this rumor comes out to be true, because they when they're selling it off, they're gonna use that money to pay off their whatever debt they have. So yeah, what do you think, Half?
Um, I mean, I didn't really, I didn't really know what to feel about this, cause I mean, I guess they're not really doing anything with Dead Space, like you said. So, um, I mean, if somebody else can take it and do something better, make a Dead Space. Uh, there's only one Dead Space, right? There's not a Dead Space 2, is there? I forgot.
No, they got
There's a
like
2
three.
and
They
a
got
3.
Dead Space 1 through 3. The Wii game, I forgot what it's called,
Oh, okay. I've been
but
out the
it's
loop.
It's a mobile game too, I think.
it's popular, but it's not popular. It's kind of weird where it's at. Like, it's got its fans, but not enough to bring in millions of dollars. Even though EA, for the like,
Which
even
is
back then
strange
when
to
it
me
came out on the
because
360 and PS3, it sold,
and it's
right? But it didn't sell like gangbusters.
and it's so strange to me because the game is it's a really good fucking game, yo. Like the space horror vibe, they did that, they executed it very well.
They did excellent in making that atmosphere, making you
Yeah.
actually feel that. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Like everything. The atmosphere is insane in that game. Like I play that game with headphones, cut off all the lights. It's amazing. It's fucking incredible. Um, but yeah, that's I guess that's all I really have to say as far as staying on topic. Not really much, but I agree with you, Saab. If they're gonna pass it off to somebody who can do something better with it, um, then I'm all for that. That's all I have to say there.
Yeah,
I
Conrad.
agree with you on that half. I definitely agree with you on that half. It's like, um, it's a game. It's like one of those games where, one of the few horror games I actually, played and enjoyed. And like I said, it was a good time. Like they built that atmosphere genuinely really well. Like you do get those terrifying moments of just literally being in space with aliens,
Yeah.
and they get you good. And honestly, yeah, if they can pass it on to an actually uh developer or publisher who actually wants to do something with it, I think that'd be awesome. Yeah, maybe to continue on with the legacy of Dead Space. Back to you, Sub. If you got
Yeah,
anything to
okay.
add.
So moving on, there was reports from Kotaku that for the Game Awards, a 3 minute trailer might cost up to $1 million or more, and that's crazy because that's a big ass jump from last year, which was like 400 something like that. It wasn't even like that. That shit is crazy how expensive that is, but it kind of makes sense. Um, due to how many eyes watch the show. It is an important show. As much as people like to brag, um, push back against saying who needs it or who wasn't. And like I said, whoever says that shit doesn't want the medium to grow. Basically, awards bring in new viewers. They show that we should take our medium much more seriously instead of viewing it as like, because sometimes I still think that old folks who are in the entertainment industry view it as a kids thing, and video games is still the earliest child. Is the younger brother basically? Is the baby of entertainment in general, of music, movies, all that. So I think people should support it. And but yeah, like it's pretty big. And what do you think of the number, Comrade?
Honestly, like the numbers did surprise me when you showed this to me. I think you showed me this article right before you and I actually started watching the Game Awards. So I was like, "Damn, that's a huge increase." But then actually watching like the Game Awards, they definitely used some of that money. They upgraded their production value a considerable amount. All the light shows and the fireworks and the smoke effect. So yeah, they definitely used some of that millions of dollars that they got from everybody to upgrade their production value. So I mean, yeah, it's expensive, and yeah, like you said, the game media needs to be uh, needs to have something like this to put more attention on it because, like I said, it's still developing. Uh, onto you, half. If you got anything to add, were you shocked by the $1 million?
Damn, 1 million to have your game featured on the Game Awards.
Hell yeah.
Uh, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd have to say, uh, that's a lot. I'd say fuck it. Me personally, and I'm just speaking from personal, like I'd be like, man, fuck that. I'm saving my money, and I'd take that 1 million and just promote it myself. Okay.
The next thing, it's gonna be soon. Eventually, it's gonna be like Super Bowl money. Isn't it like several millions just for like a 1 minute for the Super Bowl or something like that?
Yeah, like it's I'm not gonna say it's a bad deal, because yeah, there's a lot of eyes and stuff who watch the Game Awards, but like I don't think it's worth it overall.
Yeah.
I'm not a game developer, but if I was, I would look at this and go, I can think of a million better ways to spend $1 million than advertising my game at the Game Awards, hoping it'll get enough eyes for people to want to purchase it. And that's another thing. I wouldn't put the 1 million up if my game is coming out in 2027 or at the end of 2026. People are going to forget about that shit if they don't put it on their wish list right away. Like I would do that if my game was coming out at the end of this year or in January. But that's just me. I digress.
Because if it's in advance, usually games, what they do is they do the advanced wish list just to show how interested people are. So what happens is when they do that, they get those numbers and then share it with like an investor, somebody who can give them some money, funding and shit. So that's why they use that. Yeah, I know people get mad when it's like that, but in order for them to grow, they need that kind of wish listing and attention.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. So that's how I feel about it. I think it's worth it if you have a game that's coming out soon, maybe early 2026 or something like that.
Mhm.
But other than that, it's not worth it unless you're somebody who's, like Capcom and they could spend that money on Mega Man.
I would
'cause that-
say, yeah, I think I agree with you. Like on for smaller developers, that's definitely the case. Like I don't think unless the game is coming out like like right now or soon, it's not worth it. But for big developers like all the like you said, like Capcom, like
Mhm.
Ubisoft, like all of them, like they can throw money at this and say, yeah, we're see you next year in 2029, and people are still they'll still make money off of it in
Exactly.
the long run.
Like, I know people are gonna like how they did for that Mega Man game. I'm sure there's gonna be people who's gonna be very happy about that. I have a couple friends who are big Mega Man fans, so.
Oh yeah,
But that's all I have to say on that. Unless you guys got
Yeah.
anything else you want to add.
back to you, Sub.
Oh yeah, here's one I didn't post. So Claire Obscure had they had a who is it? One of the news media outlets had an interview with the company who did Claire Obscure, or the director. The thing everybody's using, and this is gonna piss me off, that the game's budget during that interview was confirmed to be less than $10 million. I smell complete BS on that shit. I smell some BS because people are like, "Oh, this is the standard. This is the standard." I'm like, "Bro, do you not see the cast they have? They have Charlie Cox. They have what's his name? The Lord of the Rings guy, Conrad. He plays Snoke.
No, don't remember his name.
Typing it right now. So, here we go. Andrew Serkis.
Gotcha.
You know, do people really think these guys come cheap? Like, people are using this shit saying, "Oh, this is the standard." I'm like, bro, they're playing with numbers. I could assume they spent about under 10 million, based on if you separate on the number sheet of the company that's making Claire Obscure. However, they can play with the numbers and say, "Oh, we're gonna put that on our Kepler, the company. I think that's their name, Kepler. I think they put it on their books that they had to pay more money towards the actors and all this shit. I'm tired of people and advertisement in general is double of what the budget is. So it's like, where's the advertisement budget? So it's like, be real here. This game technically did not cost 10 million. Yeah, they could play with numbers and say, "Hey, yeah, only the small team, we paid them about 10 million or underneath." But bro, I'm not going to believe Andy Serkis, a big-time Hollywood actor, is going to be like, "Yeah, I'll take the minimum of the minimum to play in the game." That kind of pisses me off. So I could rage about this, but Conrad, take it.
Hold on, before you go, comrade. I gotta
Yeah,
use the
right.
bathroom. I'll be right back. I just wanted to let you guys know.
Oh, this man.
Go for it.
Make sure you mute your mic.
This man.
Um, let's see. Like I said, I don't know enough about the ins and outs of game development to say like if it's true or not. Um, I mean, I'd say maybe it's possible that they took like only used $10 million, but like you said, the big thing for me is I know um, marketing and advertisement usually costs a lot, and I don't know if like that. I don't believe, like you said, they probably play with numbers a lot to make that $10 million number. I mean, I believe, yeah, maybe it did cost 10 million on one end. However, all the other extra additional hidden costs that they're not including in this number probably the racked it up a whole lot more than just 10 million that they're just not including those numbers. And I mean, there's when that's not surprising. Like a lot of publishers like to play with their numbers. Like you've experienced this, not just budgets, but like sales numbers and sales numbers versus retention numbers. They always play with these numbers to make it seem like it's a more favorable light than it actually is. And unfortunately, people believe them. So it's gonna happen. Do I believe it? Probably not, because the 100% they, like you said, they are definitely excluding some things from these that don't fit their narrative.
I got no hate for the game. No hate, okay? It's just that number from learning years of how much budget and you can play around numbers and stuff. It blows my mind people believe this. It says right here the lean development core. They had 30 people about. So the battle animations, they they had a lot of outsource work.
Mm-hmm.
So are they calculating that outsource work? Or is that cheaper? Is that cheaper help? They could paying them less, much less. Is that fair? I don't know. Like people are gonna.
Usually, when people outsource, it's because it's cheaper to outsource than it is to do something in house.
That's what I'm saying. But people act like, oh, look at this, what this small team did. They're amazing, and I'm like, if they outsource, that means they can't do everything. You can't just say this small team about 30 can do what Grand Theft Auto did, or just any Sony game. You know what I mean? It's complete BS. You can't. That is unrealistic. I'm happy they did under 10 million if that's true, but just real being real, that's just complete BS. That number to me.
Yeah, judging also based on how long the game was actually in development. Yeah, it just the numbers seem off. But that's all. That's what I got for you. I don't know. I have no way to verify this. Neither do you really until they come out with actual stats.
They ain't got never. Boy, this man taking a long ass piss. Damn, taking a drunk piss.
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah,
feel like I had a
yo,
baby.
did you drink a lot of alcohol or something? Damn, you took a long piss.
I did a piss and a shit, bro. Felt like I
Number
was
3.
having a baby and releasing Niagara Falls at the same time. Whew. All right,
Comrade,
I'm
can
back.
you summarize to have what we said, please?
No. Just go to the next topic because I heard what you guys were talking about,
Oh,
but
you
I don't
did?
really,
Alright.
I don't really know much enough about the topic, so you could just go to the
Alright.
next one.
All right, so we're gonna start about the Game Awards. We watched the Game Awards. It's about, Comrade, how was it? Like 3 hours and a half? Whoo, that bitch was
Something
long.
like that. It was
God
a long
damn.
one.
But yeah, so we're gonna. How should we do
What are we
this,
starting with?
Comrade? Should we do the nominees or just the winners? Nominees, winners, or just the winners?
I'd say just go with the winners.
All right, so they had a category called Best Family Game, and Donkey Kong Bonanza won it. Which, I'm gonna talk about this. Yeah, this one I don't. I have to talk more about this one. Where is it called? Hold on. Hold on. I'm looking at it right now. All right, it was against Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Crossword, and Split Fiction. I don't know, cause family game. What does that mean? When I hear family, okay, you can play with more than one person, or it's meant to play with more than one person, right? Or it could. Like Donkey Kong Bonanza, when you play 2 player, you use the Wiimote, the remote, the Switch remote, and you point, and then you have the secondary character on Donkey Kong's back shout words to attack. Like it shoots out like these words and it hits the enemies. That's pretty much what you can do, from what I remember, or one of the little things that they implement co-op on that. But it's so fucking minuscule. I still don't understand how that wins family game. When Split Fiction is actually a family. You can play with your sibling or something. Sonic Crossroads, World, Party, Void, like what? I'm still weirded out by that. But yeah. What do you think, guys?
I mean, I think Donkey Kong Bonanza looks like a fun game, but I definitely don't know about the family game aspect of it. Like I said, there's no like versus like for example the Lego Party or Mario Kart World or even Split Fiction, like you said, or like that. Those are what I expect a family game where a group can come together and have fun playing it. Donkey Kong Bonanza, that the co-op in that is like an afterthought. So it's very minuscule versus obviously the other games where they are actually family games. So that surprises me. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm happy that Donkey Kong Bonanza won. Good job on them, but yeah, it surprised me when I saw that one because that out of all the ones on the list, that's the least like co-op-y family in the living room kind of game I would expect. But also, it is Nintendo, and they are the family game company, so I'm assuming that kind of gave it that push to win by default. I don't know if you have anything to add there, Half.
Not really. I don't know shit about Donkey Kong Bonanza. I can just say that Battlefield 6 getting best audio design, that makes sense.
Hold the fuck up!
Best
What you moving too fast, brother? What the hell?
we're
Still on
gonna
family
we're
game.
gonna go
You
down
got
each of them
no
down the
comment on the
list.
family game, right?
No.
Alright, let's move on. Let's take it each differently. Innovation of accessibility, that was Doom the Dark Ages. I got really nothing to say about that, y'all.
No.
Okay.
They did good.
Alright. Alright. Oh, yeah, let's go through these bullshit BS. Best esports team is Team Vitality. I'm fucking sleeping. I did not care about this award. Y'all.
I voted for Team Vitality because it's the only one that I liked and that I knew. So, yay, Team Vitality.
I
didn't care
respected
for
you, until that.
That's the only one that I knew on that list. So,
What about you, Half? Anything?
I didn't care about it.
Snores?
I don't
That's right.
really
Thank you.
I don't
Best-
watch first person shooter tournaments.
Best esports athlete? We gotta go through the boring ones. That'd be Chovy. I don't know who Chovy is. Y'all know who that is? Chovy?
I don't know who anyone
No
on this
idea.
list is. I'll be real.
No idea.
I know nothing. I'm typing it. I don't care anymore. Let's just pass this one. Going through again. Best esports game, Counter-Strike 2. Now this list, I'm gonna tell you right now, was boring of the boring list to me. The whole thing was Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Valorant. Holy shit, the most boring fucking list of it's almost like it's the same list every fucking year. And
You don't say.
That's
and
weird.
what
Yeah,
pisses me
why
off
would it
is
be
they
the
don't
same
at
list
least put a
every year?
fighting game in there, a racing game, because there are more tournaments that happen. But these are the most obvious, the popular. But come on, man.
Well, they
Come
have a
on.
fighting game category, so
No, no, no,
they
no, no,
can't put
no. And
esports
we're gonna
into
talk
it.
about that later. But I'm serious. Like this list is fucking boring as fuck. What do you guys think?
Esport. When they say esports, they usually just make it like MOBAs and shooters. They have a whole separate category for fighting games. So they're not going to put fighting games into the esports category. But for some reason, yes, the esports category is literally the same thing every single year.
Esports is
And
about just
every
all these
year, it's
tournaments.
either Counter Strike or League of Legends that wins.
Even Rocket League can go in here, and that's one of the most played games in the world as well. So what is the issue that it just is
You
dumbfounding
know
me?
why? You know why? We're just not gonna say it.
Yeah, because they're boring as fuck. That's why. But yeah, let's move on. Like I don't want to.
Because
Best mobile game. Comrade, do you know how to say this name?
For the mobile game?
Umamu Sumi Pretty Derby. Did I say that right?
surprised you didn't ask me. I'm the one that's learning Japanese over here and shit.
Umama
that
Sume
even
Pretty
Japanese?
Derby, yes. It's the game where you train and race your horse girls
Oh,
based on the anime where you train and race your horse girls.
oh, you training and racing horse girls. Well, I don't play mobile games anymore, so
Yeah, I was shocked at this one out of all of the. I mean, actually, honestly, not surprised that the Gunnar game won out of all of these. The Gunnar Horse Girl anime game won out of all these, but honestly, I feel like there's so many more that should have won this.
You should see the screenshots of the video gameplay of it. Bro. You would laugh.
I'm about to
That
look at it
game,
now.
huh?
I'm about to look at it right now.
It's the basic of the basic. Versus on this list, there's like games like Destiny Rising, Persona 5, the Phantom X. Like it's Wuthering Waves would have been a better best mobile game than Pretty Derby, I feel like, but that's what won.
This looks like a visual. Okay, no, it's a racing game.
A
but
visual
this-
masterpiece. That's what you're gonna say, Half.
Yeah, okay. Visual novel mixed with. Oh wow. Oh, this is
Yeah.
the game. Oh, so it's like track. Well, I don't know. The gameplay I'm looking at, I see girls running. It looks like track and field.
It's just a fucking horses as anime girls,
It's
and you
horse racing.
upgrade
That's
their
what
stats
they-
and shit.
Oh, they're horse girl hybrids.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, this.
That's what we're. Well, oh, when you thought you said horse girls, you thought I meant like girls riding horses.
Yeah.
No. They're actual horses, animeized.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely a Gunnar game. I'm looking at this shit.
they're actual horses, but with
This
anime
has
girl
some
features.
Yeah, this has some Gunnar elements I can see to it, but yeah, this is and they're running and it's like a cutscene and I see people. Yeah, I'm surprised this won. Holy shit. They must be playing the shit out of this game somewhere in like Asia or something cuz I don't know who's playing this. I can see somebody like Renshi playing this. Shit. That's about it.
Now,
That's all I have to say.
understand the winner of the best mobile game. Okay.
Hey, that's okay.
It's remember it's the reviewers, the people who are have the important votes because people are
It
10%.
looks very
So-
compelling.
It's funny. I just find it funny. They really enjoy this horse game. They couldn't
looks
just
intense.
like I just can't. They're sitting there in a room, right, just playing it, and I'm like, you could hear the silence.
It looks intense, man. Apple
Fuck
Cider
that
is keeping
shit,
the lead.
bro. Anyway,
Daiwa Scarlet. Ooh, Daiwa Scarlet just came ahead at the last minute and broke the ribbon.
all
you
right,
see
we're
her-
moving
you
on. We're
see
moving on.
her
We're
break
moving
the
on.
ribbon
Anyways,
because her
best
bust-
adaptation. All
Her
right.
bust broke the whip. You gotta let me get the
Shut your
jokes
ass
off,
up,
man.
bro. Damn, I'm trying
Let
to
me get
move
the
on from
jokes
that
off.
shit.
Let me get the jokes off. You gotta make the podcast funny. You can't just be
All right,
a
best
serious
adaptation.
podcast.
This is for, obviously to movies, TV shows. They had The Last of Us Season 2, a Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell Death Watch, and Until Dawn. The Last of Us 2, Season 2 won, okay? I still don't understand how that won. Also, out of the list I'm saying, Sonic 3 wasn't in this. Because Sonic 3 missed the cutoff date for last year. So it should be nominated this year. How did it miss it? It's a better movie than Minecraft in general. Just because Minecraft has a lot of kids watching it and made a lot of money doesn't mean it's better than Sonic. At least Sonic somewhat tried. And that's Jim Carrey. I'm confused on this shit, comrade.
Yeah, like you said, I'm surprised. Last of Season 2 won. I'd be real honest with you. I did not hear like many good things about Season 2. Season 1, I'd understand. Like most people thought it was good, but Season 2, I've heard a lot less positive things about it. So I'm surprised that it won. And like you said, I would have really expected Sonic to be on here, and it just isn't. So yeah, this list confused me a little bit. Like, and the winner, I don't know why this one won, but I don't know if you got anything to add, Half.
I agree with you, comrade. That's pretty much how I feel without regurgitating the same thing. We can go on to the next topic.
All right.
What's the next
So,
topic, Sub?
yeah, hold on. Best independent game. That went to the obvious, Claire Obscure.
Deserved it.
Who were they up against? God damn.
Blueprints, Ball
Ab-
Pit, Absalom,
Absolem,
Hades 2,
Ball
and
X
Hollow
Pit,
Knight Silk Song.
Blueprints, Hades 2,
Oh
and
my God, I
Hollow
just
Knight
said
Silk Song. What do you guys think? Deserved?
Yeah, it's deserved.
I mean,
I
yeah,
haven't
I mean,
played
it
it.
was a tough competition. Honestly, like I said, any of these, I would have been happy with if any of these won. Like it was tight. All of them are very good games that definitely deserve this one. Go ahead, Sub.
Go for it, Saab.
Wait, what about you, Hap?
I
He
think
said it.
Donkey Kong Bonanza should have won over Claire Obscure.
On independent game, and Donkey Kong Bonanza is not an independent game. That is by Nintendo.
I thought you guys were talking about Game of the Year.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Claire Obscure should win Best Independent Game. Yeah, that's it. Nothing more to say there.
what's next, Sub? What's the next
All
topic?
right, hold on. I'm eating something.
Wow, how dare
All right,
you?
best action game. Shut your asses up.
Best action game?
Yes, hold on. Fuck.
So the top best action game that
Yeah, best action.
they
There
were
was
Battlefield 6, Doom: The Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi. Hades 2 won best action game. I know Saab wanted Shinobi to win because
yes,
that's
I
his
did.
favorite.
Yes, I did. That was a great fucking game.
But honestly, like Hades 2, great game. Should have won more things on this list other than just action game. But happy that it won. Have you played any of these games, Half? Do you know anything about them?
Just Field 6. I played the older Ninja Gaiden games like Ninja Gaiden Black. Ninja Gaiden 4 looks kind of cool, but I'm gonna get that when it's like half off because I don't know.
What
I'm a little
the
iffy
fuck are you
about that.
talking about? Are you high?
Yeah, but that's besides the point.
Talking about Shinobi was on that list, not Ninja Gaiden.
You said best action game, right?
Yeah, Shinobi
Yes.
and Ninja Gaiden
Ninja
were
Gaiden's
both
on that list.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden is on the best
Stop fucking
action
with
game
me.
list.
Ninja Gaiden 4. So I didn't. I'm like I said,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
iffy about that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold
Shinobi-
on. The
What do you
fuck are
want,
you
son?
talking about?
You said best
Best-
action game, right?
Yeah,
You
there's
said best
there's a
action
different
game.
category. There's best action and then best action adventure.
What
Yes,
did you
so
say?
you said action, so
You said
I'm talking about action, son. We could talk about action adventure too if you want.
Like,
That's a
God,
different topic.
you see this shit? He's trying to make it seem like I'm bugging out. I'm know what the fuck I'm talking about.
You're
Oh, yeah,
completely
yeah, I'm
saying
bugging out.
half. Bob, who's the crazy one right now.
Yeah, trying to gaslight me for being high. How dare you?
Just
Shit.
because you're high doesn't mean you're gonna get gaslit.
So as I was saying, Ninja Gaiden 4, that game looked a little bit iffy to me because it has other hands involved in it now. So I'm probably gonna wait for that. Hades 2, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look like a game I really like all that much.
He doesn't like
I don't know.
isometric games.
Yeah, I don't like isometric, so that's a personal bias with me. I'm not really a fan of top-down games like that. So if it was up to me, I would probably choose Battlefield 6, honestly. The Shinobi Art of Vengeance game looks cool. That's a game I plan to get at some point. And then Doom: The Dark Ages. I've never really been into Doom like that, so that doesn't do anything for me. And that's all I have to say there.
Would you like to go on to the next topic of best action adventure game now, son?
Yeah, after this, hold on. Games for Impact, South of Midnight. And that's it. And you guys got any opinion?
Games for Best Impact, you
Yep.
said?
Yeah. For Impact, South of Midnight. It's not.
I'm not qualified to talk on that topic.
Yeah. Let's move on.
I don't know shit about none of these games for Impact. Consume Me, Desoplete, Lost, I've never heard of any of these games.
That's why they're Impact.
I don't get it.
Okay, for thought-provoking game with pro-social meaning or message. Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I don't.
Consume
I'm not
Me-
qualified. to
Consume Me,
talk
if
on
I
that
remember, is about a person who's is a very personal story of theirs that I think it's anxiety. They have some kind of issues where they just consumed a lot of food to deal with something. It's like that psychological
stressed.
thing with real people in real life. You know, they eat. Despelote, I think it's a South American thing about their life in Brazil. And I really don't know the others. But yeah, it's kind of like you get the idea.
South of Midnight was like some kind of like that like old voodoo Louisiana or something like that, where they're trying to do some kind of thing. I don't know. Like I said, I never played the game too much, but apparently it was a very harrowing journey for the female lead or something like that.
I'm just giving them an idea of what that means. Like,
Yeah.
and obviously it's
Let's
going
go
to
to
be a
the
pro
next one.
meaning or message at
None
the
of us
end.
know shit about this. Let's go to the next one.
Alright.
Yeah.
Finally, one smart thing you said today.
That's hilarious coming from what you just did about 10 minutes ago.
Anyways, best action adventure game.
Oh,
They
this
had
topic.
Hollow Knight,
Let's go on.
Silksong,
Yes.
Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, I don't hear anybody, Indiana Jones, and The Great Circle and Split Fiction. Winner, Hollow Knight. I got no disagreements. What about y'all?
I mean, yeah, Hollow Knight is a good game. I'm happy it won this. Like I said, it was tight. Like with games like Yote, Death Stranding, and Indiana Jones. Silksong winning, yeah, hell yeah, good for them. It was going to be a tight race on that one. Either way, so good that Hollow Knight won that one.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Hollow Knight winning. It looks like a fun game. I thought Ghost of Yote would probably win, to be honest. But I'm not mad at Hollow Knight winning. I'm cool with it. What about you, Saab?
Alright, let's keep going. We're all over the place with this shit. I don't give a fuck no more. Best ongoing game. Comrade, you got that up? Oh, no, here we go.
Yeah,
Final
best
Fantasy
ongoing
XIV.
game.
I don't know what that means right now. Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky. Winner is No Man's Sky. I'm acceptable with that. I find that game great with friends, as I play with Comrade and my uncle. Helldivers 2, I wish would have won. And I don't know why Marvel Rivals is there, but that's my opinion. Comrade?
Final Fantasy 14 is the one that you're looking for. XIV is 14. It's the only one that's the online game of the Final Fantasy series, just so you know. And Marvel Rivals, yeah, I'm amazed that that made this list. That game is not ongoing. That game just released. I don't think it qualifies for ongoing if it's like only been out for a little while. But whatever. No Man's Sky. I'm just happy that No Man's Sky got its recognition because Fortnite's been winning it for a while. So No Man's Sky, like you said, we played it. It's a good game. They've been patching it up a lot. So right now it's immense. The things you could do with that game is incredible, and honestly, it's good that it gets the recognition it deserves. Half.
I thought Helldivers 2 would win this shit.
Yeah.
For sure. I thought Helldivers 2 would have that in the bag because Final Fantasy 14, the servers are literally about to get shut off soon. I think either next year. Fortnite, it's been out for so long, it's kind of in the background. I'm pretty sure people don't want to keep seeing that win. Marvel Rivals, that was a possible contender, but it was this game came out this year, so it was And then No Man's Sky, I don't really know shit about that game. I only know that Saab talks to me about how much he likes to play with other people on that game. So yeah, I didn't know that game was that popular because Saab is literally the only person I know who plays that game. So that's
I
all I have
play
to
it
say
too.
about that. Okay,
Now
there's
you
two
know.
people I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got people who just play Overwatch and fucking Marvel Rivals.
Sure, that's what you want to think.
Anyways, continuing. Best performance. Like I said, we're all over the place. Comrade, do you have that pulled up?
What the
Yeah.
hell?
So,
You should have it pulled up, damn it.
best performance, we had was it 3 people from Claire Obscura: Ben Starr for Expedition 33, Charlie Cox, Expedition 33, Jennifer English, Expedition 33, Erica Ishi Gosiote. I'm not going to butcher this person's name in Silent Hill F, and Troy Baker for Indiana Jones. The winner
Kanatsu
was.
Kato.
Thanks for that. Thanks a lot for that.
Konatsu.
We just lost like 10 of the subscribers that we just got, so thanks a lot for that. Jennifer English was the one who won. She's one of the female leads, one of the player characters in Expedition 33.
And I liked her reaction when we were watching it. She was dead ass surprised. Because Ben Starr was winning majority of these awards
she was sitting in that chair and she looked shocked that she was actually called up. It was funny. That was a nice moment for her, I'm sure. Like she wasn't expecting to even be, called up at all with names like probably Troy Baker and Ben Starr, Charlie Cox, and I'm sure she had no idea that she would even be up there. So good for her.
I don't got shit to say about this. I don't really know enough to have a good input.
All right, okay. So how about we move on to something that you can fucking have an input on, motherfucker?
Okay.
Best fighting game. There is 2 XKO, which we know that's not even fully released. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Need I say more on that collection part? Another one, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I don't need to say anything else. Virtua Fighter 5, Revo, World Stage, and Fatal Fury. City of Wolves, which is ultimately the winner due to money put in people's pocket. I mean, yeah, due to great production. Half. This is your favorite list.
If it was up to me, I would want Capcom Fighting Collection 2 to win. Um, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. That game's okay. Mortal
Let's be
Kombat
honest.
Legacy.
Just say how ass this list is.
I mean, fighting games as a whole have just been going down slowly over the years, and it's making me sad. But I'm not going to go into that rabbit hole right now. But yeah, this list is just it's what came out, so I'm gonna take it. If I had to choose Capcom Fighting Collection 2, I don't know why 2XKO is on here. It's not even really out. Um, Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage, that game's okay. People are waiting for 6 though. And I don't know. That's all I have to say on that. Anybody, you guys got any input you want to add on that or not?
Just like you said, just exactly what you said. The fact that 2XKO is on this when it's not even out yet, that's dumb. And yet Sonic got snubbed out of its own category, so that's not cool.
So
All right, moving on. Most anticipated game, Grand Theft Auto 6. We can move on from that one. Content
big
Creator of the Year.
surprise
I
there, yeah.
actually. What?
No big surprise there, Saab. Go on, please.
Well, this was a surprise. Content Creator of the Year. I recently just got into the Burnt Peanut. I think he's fucking funny. Yeah, he does yell a lot, but I feel like he in real life. I think he has kind of like an ADHD thing or some shit. However, Moist Critical One. I'm like, this has got to be the most safest mother trucker in this damn list. I like how Burnt Peanut is just. He does things that are not it's a little bit of a no-no for nowadays. Don't curse, don't say stupid shit, don't talk shit, you know? But he does. I don't know how he didn't win, but yeah, comrade.
I was honestly surprised that, this is a list with like Kai Cenat on it. I'm surprised that Kai Cenat didn't win. I only
Nah,
hear
he's not
things about
entertaining.
Kai
He's not
Cenat.
entertaining. He's boring. Nah, Burnt Peanut.
Yeah, but I
In my
mean,
opinion.
even then, like I said, I just hear shit about Kai Cenat all the time, and I feel like the way that this list works, I'm pretty sure people will have picked him. But yeah, no, I watched Burnt Peanut as well. He's very entertaining. I mean, like I said, that's all I really got. I don't really watch any of the other ones
Yeah, me too.
other than Burnt Peanut and Critical.
I don't watch none of these people, so I don't got nothing to say here.
All right, fuck you too. Next, best art direction. Hold on, I'm trying to pull this up right now.
Guess what? Guess which one of the games won? It
All right,
was
so
everyone's favorite game
yeah,
ever.
Hollow Knight Silksong was there, Hades 2, Ghost of Yote, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, and Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And they're all, you know what? I understand why people are mad. The game community is mad because either Hades, because in our heads, it takes a lot of creativeness to draw something. Then we're impressed by 3D stuff nowadays because we've been growing up with 3D animation and 3D artwork for so long, it becomes standard. But whenever a game comes out that's hand drawn, like Hollow Knight or Hades 2, it's amazing. It's beautiful. And I can understand why people are mad that one of those should have won instead of obvious Clair Obscur 33. But I ain't mad. At it. Any of these could have really won, in my opinion. But yeah, comrade.
Yeah, like I said, I'm on the same train as you. Like the hand-drawn style of like Hades 2 and like the Hollow Knight Silksong art style. They're beautiful art styles, and Clair Obscur, there are some gorgeous parts in that game. I will agree. Like I'm not saying like it didn't deserve it, but I feel like some of the other games, were also really close in the running. And
I would have gave
I
it to
don't know.
Death Stranding.
Hell yeah.
if I had to choose. That's all I
Oh
have
yeah.
to say.
All right, Saab, what's next?
Shut your ass up, bitch. Best simulation slash strategy. God damn. Bear with me here. Oh, so they had Civilization 7, Jurassic World Evolution 3, The Alters, which I'm very interested in. Tempest Rising, that one I want to play. 2 Point Museum, I actually have it on PS5. And Final Fantasy Tactics, The Ivalice Chronicles. Did I Civ 7? Anyways, Final Fantasy Tactics 1. To think about this one for me is I don't think it should have won because it is a fucking remake or remastered. One of those. All the other ones are new. So what's going on here? But yeah, comrade.
Yeah, I like I said, I think you mentioned while we were watching it that this was a remake, and I didn't know that there was a remake until you mentioned that. So yeah, no, definitely. I feel like it shouldn't be on this list if it's a remake. Like I said, it's already had its time. You got to give the time to games that are actually new that can actually, you know, need to be recognized. So yeah, it's not cool. Anything to add for you, Half?
Not really. I haven't played any of these games. Um, yeah, so I'll pass here. We can go to the next one.
What's next, Saab? On your out of order
Did you see?
list?
No. Did you see the list I sent you?
No, I'm looking at my own. It's better.
Click it. Click.
What's next on your list, Saab?
No, see. I'm gonna kick. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't like your list. I have a better list. Saab?
All right, right here. Look.
Saab.
Hold on. Right there. You see this one?
Yes, I see the list of all the winners, Saab. I'm literally looking at the same thing as
Alright,
you.
my bad. That was loud.
Thank
I
you.
apologize. That shit slipped. Yeah. You see the list that I had sent you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the rest we got. Can you continue on with the list?
Sure. Let's see. Best indie debut. Guess which one won that one? Half.
Play Obscure.
Oh my gosh, this was a big surprise that Claire Obscura won that. I'm sure no one saw that one coming at all. But they had a pretty good lineup, honestly. Like I said, it was Blueprints, Despilote, and Dispatch, and obviously Claire Obscura that won that one. I don't know if you've played any. Of the indie games that came out.
Yep. I haven't played any of these games, but yeah, I'm not surprised about Claire Obscure winning. That was pretty critically acclaimed when that came out. So yeah.
Next on the list, Saab is indisposed right now. Next on our list is best score in music. The contenders here were Hollow Knight, Hades 2, Ghost of Yote, Death Stranding 2, and Claire Obscura Expedition 33. Specifically, it was a song by Lorien Testard. Which one do you think won? Half?
Claire Obscure again.
Yeah, how did you know?
Just something a little birdie just landed on my shoulder and told me,
No, like I said, all the songs in these games were incredible. So I mean, honestly, like I said, any of these were very deserving to be on this list.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. That's all I have to say on that.
Yo, I have something to say. Yo, the people. There's a lot of people who think that the sweep was an easy sweep, and I call BS on that shit. I think a lot of these people put up a good fight. Ghost Yote has some beautiful ass music, but people, like I said, just that's what annoys me. People think just it's like it was an easy pick, and that's what's upsetting me. But yeah, go on.
Next on the topic is best community support. Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, Helldivers, and No Man's Sky. Baldur's Gate 3 won that one. Like I said, I don't know exactly what the best community support title entails. Baldur's Gate 3 was the Game of the Year winner from last year. So I guess they've been supporting their community since last year, so they won that one. Like I said, I don't know exactly what community support entails. But
Got no
good
comment.
for Baldur's Gate. Next on the list was audio design, which was won by Battlefield 6. On the list was Clair Obscura, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, and Silent Hill F. Battlefield 6, very deserving to go win on this. Saab was telling me about how, like I said, they care a lot about how their sounds are. They went out and recorded like actual guns firing, actual tanks moving. So all the sounds that you hear in Battlefield 6 are real sounds of everything in there. So they took the time to make their audio design really good, and they're being recognized for it. So I'm happy for that.
Clair Obscura should have won.
Clair Obscura, that's right. The footsteps sounds in that was incredible, and they should have won. I agree.
Absolutely breathtaking. I could hear it
Shut your
all
ass up.
over around me when I had my headset on. The 360 audio of the footsteps and sword slashes were absolutely amazing and breathtaking. What do you have to say, Saab?
Nope, well deserved by Battlefield. I saw a lot of people just didn't want to pick Battlefield 6 or didn't want it to win because it's by EA. But most people don't understand how much care DICE puts into their audio. Like it's beautiful, like just sounds so real. But yeah.
Next on the list is best VR AR game. The winner of that was The Midnight Walk. Sabi, you play a lot more VR games than I do. I just started playing VR games, so I don't know.
I do not play more than him, but the Midnight Walk is interesting, and I want to play that shit so bad. I don't have the room for VR, so whenever I get the chance, I'd play a couple. When I go to this place that has space, but nah, I've never played any of these yet. But I hear good things about like Ghost Town and Midnight.
I don't play VR games, so I'm gonna pass on this.
So next on here is the best role-playing game. You'll never guess who won this one. Half.
Claire.
How did you know that it was Clair Obscura? That's crazy.
That same little birdie just keeps landing on my shoulder, man. I'm telling you.
All the games on this list, on this one, the nominees, they were very good, like all excellent games. Clair Obscura won it just because it sweeping the list. On best racing game, racing.
Oh hell no, we not going past me, yo. Fuck that shit. I do not believe that Clair Obscura should have won this fucking shit. I don't think so.
Boy, here we go.
Because I've seen the game, okay? I haven't spoiled the story, but I've seen the game. It's timing attacks. All that shit, okay? It's such a straightforward RPG. Role-playing game to me is that you're role-playing, and whenever that comes up in my head, it gets deeper. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, right? That's a role-playing game. You go very deep in that. And I know there is the straightforward, streamlined, linear RPG. That's what Clair Obscur is. That's what I know about that. It's nowhere on the level of fucking Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. There's no way it's deeper mechanics of that RPG. A lot of people thought that should have won. I am in that fucking boat. That Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is so freaking deep in RPG, man. How did Claire win? Because it's just the favorite. But if I was to judge by RPG, the deepness of it, an actual RPG, yeah, nah, Claire Obscur ain't winning that. Even though I never played the game, I already seen that game. How much am I gonna miss? The deepest thing is the fucking story. Like if his gameplay, story, theme, and all that, gameplay would not be above like theme and story, from what I know. But yeah, that's my opinion. Sorry.
Yeah, the deepest part of the gameplay is the ocean level in Clair Obscura. Next, best sports and racing game. The winner of that was Mario Kart World.
This is a boring ass list.
Yeah, there was
Why would they put
nothing.
sports and racing together?
Because
Racing is a sport.
Go ahead.
I like how you all just said that, just went silent as soon as I said that. You were just in disgust of that comment. I appreciate that. Just pure disgust from that comment.
I didn't know how to. I was trying to think about. I was thinking about what you said, and I'm like, he's not wrong, but just I would think you would have, Mario Kart, Crash Bandicoot, Sonic Racing, the Horse Girl Racing, and then sports, Madden, EA, NBA 2K, like FIFA. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah. I don't know. I got nothing on the Saab. Do you got anything to add on this one?
Said it. Boring ass list. Let's move on.
All right. Next one is the Player's Voice Award. You know how they determine the Player's Voice Award, Saab?
Yes, it's 100% the players voting.
Oh, there you go. So the players voting were basically. List was Expedition 33, Dispatch, Genshin Impact, Hollow Knight Silksong, Wuthering Waves, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, Kingdom Come 2, and Silent Hill F. And the mobile game Wuthering Waves is the one that won that one.
I can't believe
Saab.
that fucking gotcha games, man. Do people
They
really
have a
be playing
huge
those
following,
games?
yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. Saab, I know, once wanted Kingdom Come to win this. Tell me more, Saab, about how you hate this list.
No, okay. Every year this list shows. Previously, it's always known that the player's voice is full of gacha games and mobile games. This year, I'm actually surprised, okay? I'm not gonna lie. It says Dispatch, Clear, and Hollow. Those wouldn't be there. Those shouldn't be there with all the votes. I'm surprised. So I'm actually respecting this player's choice, but in the end, they failed because they chose Withering Waves. It's always a gacha fucking game. It's always a gacha game. That pisses me off. But other than that, yeah.
All right.
Fuck this list.
Next on the list is Best Multiplayer Game. The nominations were Split Fiction, Peak, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Battlefield 6, and Arc Raiders. And Arc Raiders is the one that won. I mean, I'm okay with this list. Like I said, it was a good list. Arc Raiders won. Good for them. Like I said, they're still pretty much new. It's the newest one on this list, and honestly, the fact that it won probably shows that a lot of people are enjoying their time. So good for them. I don't know if you have anything to add, Saab or Half.
Shit. If I didn't see the winner, I probably would have guessed Battlefield 6. That's probably who I would have wanted to win too if I voted. But Arc Raiders winning is well deserved. Have nothing else to say about that. You, Saab?
Either way, I would have went with Battlefield. I want Battlefield 6, but In my head, I wanted either Battlefield 6 or Arc Raiders to fight it out. Other than that, I don't care for Elden Ring. Split Fiction is it's a multiplayer, but I feel like it's just co-op. And I know it's still multiplayer, but I don't know. It's just my thinking. It's limited. And Peak is just like a streamer game of the month, and you know how I feel about those. I'm not saying it shouldn't be on there, but well, but but if it like came close to winning, then I'll be upset on that one. But yeah, go ahead.
Next on the list is Best Narrative. Nominations were Silent Hill F, Kingdom Come 2, Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding 2, and Claire Obscura Expedition 33. Half. Which one won?
Claire
Take a guess.
Obscura.
Oh my gosh, that bird is really giving you so many spoilers, man.
I'm telling you,
Like
man.
that.
I'm telling you.
Honestly, like I said, all these games were they were close. The narratives on these games were close. But of course, Expedition 33 swept the list, swept the board. Saab, I know wanted either Death Stranding or Kingdom Come Deliverance. He was gushing over Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 for me recently. So
I could have. I got no opinion. I'm pretty sure they're all good. I want play Silent Hill F. I don't have that. I'm on Kingdom Come Deliverance. So far, the story is riveting. A lot of backstabbing. A lot of politics and drama. But it's like in a good way, and it's like crazy. Death Stranding 2, that made me tear up at the end, man. It's really good. Ghost of Yotei, I think that's a really good revenge story. It all makes sense. I know. I understand people are like, "Oh, it's more Ghost of Yotei. It's just another revenge story," but it's like, it's a well done game. You can't deny that. Just because you have your opinion doesn't mean it's. That's like telling the Japanese reviewers that this game might win a lot of Game of the Year awards in its own in the country, and people over here will be like, "What are you, dumb? It's just a revenge story." But to them, they understand of how the samurai story is, and it tugs at their strings compared to us. So it's deeper meaning. So yeah, any of these I could see. Yeah, I have no problems with this.
all right. Next on the list is Best Game Direction: Split Fiction, Hades 2, Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding 2, or Claire Obscura Expedition 33. Ack, what does the bird tell you about the winner of this one?
Bird is telling me Claire Obscura again.
The bird is like on a roll. It has gotten everything right so far.
The bird is the word, apparently.
Game direction, like I said, honestly, like I said, the same thing that Saab said basically for the last one, for the previous category. All the games on that list were excellent, and I'm sure it was close for all of them. Honestly, like I said,
I highly doubt that
I don't
one,
know.
but sure.
All right.
No,
Saab
but I'm
doesn't
saying
think
I think if we were to see the numbers of what they voted for, the
All right, so how about let me rephrase that? It should have been really close. Probably wasn't because Claire Obscura probably swept the list, but it should have been really close. All right,
yeah,
and
I
the
wouldn't be mad.
final.
I'm not mad at
Topic.
this list. The game direction, like all of them could have won. Some people still pick on Death Stranding 2 as it shouldn't be there, but I think it's a really well made game. But that's just me. Go ahead.
The final, the big one, the game of the year. Woo. Where's the applauding applause soundboard?
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, I
I'm not
should
meant to
have.
prepare for it. Oh my
I got
gosh.
the golf clap.
Perfect.
I need an applause though, but that's okay. We'll work on that.
All right, nominees are Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, Hades 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Death Stranding 2, and Claire Obscura Expedition 33. Half, as the only one who did not watch the Game of the Year or the Game Awards, what is the bird telling you about the Game of the Year?
Bird is telling me it is once again Player Obscure fucking 33.
That is correct. The bird
Oh,
is on point.
nice.
Honestly, like I said, the list was good. Like I said, there's all these very strong games. A lot of good points about Expedition 33. My opinion on this is like the problem is games like Expedition 33 are good games, like I said, and they're deserving to win of a lot of these titles. But the problem is that now Expedition 33 was getting so much love and praise before the Game Awards. And now that they basically swept the Game Awards, I've been seeing a lot of hate for the game online. Like it's like, oh, this game, shouldn't have, won. All these, like a lot of people are just really hating on the game now that it's swept every single award. And that's interesting. Like I said, everyone is like singing its praises right before, and then as soon as it sweeps the board, everyone is now just hating on it. So that's an interesting kind of thing for me, I think. But in terms of like I said, the actual game of the year, good for Clair Obscur. The developers, that was kind of funny. They were all when they came up to take the award, they were all in their they were all wearing matching outfits, like little mime outfits and the little red berets.
French stuff.
French stuff, basically. They were their typical, like stereotypical French gear. They came in because they're all French developers and made a French game. So that's funny. The guy said, "Oh, I would say thanks to all the other developers who are watching back at home, but we actually brought our entire team with us here to watch the Game Awards." And it was like, like what, 15, 20 people that they had were just literally sitting there in their little French mime costumes. It's kind of funny. While I was watching it, me and not Saab, but the other guy who was watching it, it was really, really fun game you could play. Every time they did a pan shot of the of the um, of the audience, you try to play a game of find the French people.
Mm-hmm.
It's really easy. You just look for the giant red berets that they were all wearing. It was pretty funny.
Yes,
I don't know. You got anything to add, Saab or Half, about what your opinion on the game of the year is? Did Clair Obscura earn its title?
Yeah, it won. I'll just say that. I know Saab probably wanted Kingdom Come to win, but Claire won unanimously.
I'm pretty sure
Again.
Kingdom Come is the one that Saab voted for you.
That's
Yeah,
all
I
have to say.
voted for the game that I've played. I didn't play Claire, but I have no hate against it. My game of the year is gonna be Kingdom Come Deliverance too, but overall, for whoever picked the winners, yeah, that's fine. Think they worked hard, and it's a game I definitely want. Looking back at this list, me personally, I would replace Donkey Kong with Ghost of Yote, but that's just me. I think Ghost of Yote, if I sit back and still remember it more and more, it's a damn good story. Like the message it has to pass on. With Donkey Kong, I don't know. It might be me being just overthinking it, but yeah, I'm happy they
What do
won.
you mean?
And what you
Donkey
said
Kong
before
Bonanza is
about
apparently
people,
the best. Donkey Kong. Oh my gosh, Donkey Kong Bonanza is the best family game of the year, Saab. Of course, it deserves to be on the game of the year list.
going
Right?
back to what you said, bro, about people hating on it. I think people are hating on it because it won in categories, some categories that some people think they shouldn't have won, like art direction. I would be much more happier if I would have been much more of agreement if Hollow Knight or Hades 2 won personally. I could understand why. Like
I think
the
that
hate for
the-
that makes sense. It's like Claire just yeah, it has its art style. It really does, and I've seen it. It's beautiful, but it's like yeah, nothing beats the hand drawing shit. I'm sorry. At the end of the day,
I
that's just
think
hard work.
I think Sam, and I agree with you on this. It's a lot of things like this game, the Game of the Year awards and all this. I feel like in these awards, it's more of a less is more kind of mentality that should be uh, started on this. They shouldn't have like a game that sweeps the board like this because, like I said, then people get that mentality that this game that's more deserving got super snubbed. Versus if you get a game that Clair Obscura won Game of the Year, then if it didn't win every single other category, people would be like, man, it really earned that title. Versus now everyone's like, Expedition 33 just won everything. F that game. Versus if it had won less categories and Game of the Year, people would be like more like, yeah, that was earned. I don't know if you have a thought on that.
I ain't got nothing else to add to what you guys said. You guys nailed it.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just I can understand before like there are some years there it's really slow and there is like that one winner that stands out. I don't think Clair Obscur stood out in a lot of categories as it should have. Like best RPG, there's a lot of people who push back because RPG means deep mechanics of learning skills and all this. It's like if Baldur's Gate lost to Clair Obscur. That would make no sense because Baldur's Gate is a very deep RPG. That's how they're looking at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 or the Outer Wilds 2. Like those two are very deep in RPG mechanics. Why should a streamlined Clair Obscur win just because it's a great game, but it's like we're talking about the category role playing. Is it deep enough to earn that title? You know what I mean? I understand why people are upset, and I can't. That's not hate. It just makes sense. It makes sense. That's why it's very a little controversial. Like people are upset about it for certain
I think it
categories.
just comes down to what's more fun for people. I understand what you're saying that Kingdom Come Deliverance is technically more role play-ish than Clair Obscur, but if Clair Obscur is more fun, then that's what's going to win in the end. Doesn't matter how
You
deep
gotta,
a role-playing game is if it's not funner than the next game. Not saying Kingdom Come Deliverance is bad, but I'm just trying to shed some light on why Clair Obscur might have beaten that game.
I understand. It's just because I'm just saying I understand the backlash. Like compared to before, there's straight hate when a game does earn it, but there were actually fucking bangers this year, and it's like, yeah, it makes no sense. You start to scratch your head. It's like, really? Did it really deserve that part? Is it just because it's popular right now, or you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
seems like the Game Awards really are just, like you said, a popularity contest. And it's every game people see as the newest thing, the newest shiny thing, they're going to vote for it whether they played it or not. And they're just going to see, I saw the most news about that. I'm voting for that. And that's unfortunate.
I think I think it wouldn't be as well. I think they should have more transparency. There should be a percentage of not they shouldn't put the names, but show what the vote is. It's like in sports, whenever there's an MVP choice and they don't tell the people who vote, right? They just say which MVP of that season, what percentage of the votes they got, and they don't do that here. Which, yeah, it's still gonna bring out upsetness from people, but at least we'll have more transparency. Did it really? Because if Clair Obscur really had the art design and it's 80% vote of the people who have those powerful votes, yeah, people are gonna get mad. It's like, why 80%? you're kind of disrespecting Silk Song that was hand drawn for 8 years. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it'll be more controversial with that, but I think the transparency people will at least understand what is going on because there's still not a lot of transparency in how the voting goes and stuff. That's what I believe.
All good points.
But yeah, I think this year was really good. I think the money every year it gets better and better. I think it's worth watching more now than ever. And I don't think people should just scoff at it. As I said before, the Game Awards is very important. People work hard. People might say, "Oh, it doesn't matter," right? But the person who's putting their heart into that thing and love, I don't think they want to hear you say that. I don't even think they want you to show up. I don't even think they want you to vote. And I think Game Awards are very important. It gives them funds. People will look at them more instead of one person saying, "Oh, I got to work 18 hours or 100 hours in a week." They could get more funding and alleviate some of that pressure and get more workers. But most people don't think about this. They just think about the shallow part that it doesn't matter. And I think that's a very fully ignorant thing to say because they're like, "Oh, I love that studio. I support them. Those people work hard." Yeah, well, are you gonna work some of those hours? Like, don't be stupid. But yeah, I give this show a B plus. Conrad.
Definitely, like much improved from the last time, um, from last year, and like you said, even just the games that didn't win, like you said, they everyone still shows up, gets their recognition that they deserve, and next year, like you said, they get the support that they need to get more funding and hopefully expand their rep team so that their team doesn't have to work as hard to get the gold part, less crunch for the industry, hopefully. you know it's all good everywhere around, basically, like you said. So recommend, like you said, B plus sounds good. Like I said, better than last year, improvements all around, recognition for big and small developers. Half.
I don't watch these. These Game Awards are like a waste of my time. Think they're rigged. Think it's pretty trivial. Guess it's good if you're trying to get your game out there, but all the games that I end up really like loving are games that usually aren't at the Game Awards, or I just find them on my own anyway, just through searching. So I can't really give a grade to this. I skimmed it, just to do my homework for the podcast, and I will give a side note to the video game Anemo that looks like Pokemon. Hey, watch your backs, buddy. Be careful. Be careful. I see what you're doing. Be careful. I
That
see
could
your
be the next
game.
one on the list of getting sued.
Be careful. I see your video game. It looks very bright and cuddly. I see those little pocket monsters. Be careful, buddy. You see what's happening in the Power World. And that's all I have to say.
All right,
So
so
yeah,
back to you.
all right. So yeah, shout out to Lesu Games TTTV is LESU Games with a Z and TTV. He plays Predecessor. Gonna show him some love. He shows us love. He's pretty entertaining, as I said. He mainly plays Predecessor. And so if you're ever curious on what Predecessor is, it's a very fun third person shooter, MOBA. Has its issues like every multiplayer game, but it's a very, very fun game at times. It's very intimate. And yeah, go show him some love. You guys got anything else to say?
No game
Uh,
impressions this time.
Shit, I
No.
bought Cyberpunk
Oh,
2077 this week, and bro, wow. Holy crap. Let me start by saying I'm somebody who didn't play it when it first came out. So I'm playing it after they fixed things and updated it, and holy shit. I kind of went in blind, and this game sucked me in like a goddamn vacuum. It is really freaking good. The characters, the personality, the story, the atmosphere. I was telling Saab, I don't even like fast traveling in that game. I legit like riding around on my motorcycle, just going through the city and just like it's so cool. And the storyline is dark. It's so dark too. So really messes with your head, really makes you not want to trust people. The game puts you in a lot of situations where you have to make decisions fast, or decisions that could come back and bite you in your ass depending on what you do. And it's really fucking good. Probably one of the best games I bought for like $20.
He's finally
That's all.
enjoying Western friggin' RPGs and not picking on them.
You say that, but Saab tries to. He has this ongoing joke where he thinks I play only anime and Japanese games, but I've been playing Western games since before I've known him. And that's part of the reason why I really like this game so much, because I was looking for a game that could scratch that Elder Scrolls Morrowind feel that I used to play on the first Xbox as a kid. And I found it, and I'm very happy. Very, very happy. And that's all I have to say without gushing and accidentally spoiling the game, because it's fucking incredible. If it's still on sale, get this game. Anybody who's listening, it's a fucking steal for $20. You will not regret it. Even if you don't plan on playing it now, just get it. Jesus Christ, just get it.
Where did
That's
you
all.
get it? What platform did you get it on?
Steam.
Steam. All right. We'll take a look.
Yep. So yeah, if it's on sale, snatch it. But yeah, that's been the game. Because around this time of the year, wintertime, this is where I kind of buy my games, because it's cold outside. It's, even outside right now in our area in Connecticut, comrade, it's snowing. So like this is like the perfect gaming weather. You know what I mean? So this is where I
Oh,
buy
yeah.
a bunch of games and shit. So, and that's what I'm gonna be playing after I get off this call with you guys. So that's all I have to say about my recent impressions.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Let's see. I was checking my stats on my Kingdom Come, the first game that was playing. I've been playing that game for 10 hours, apparently.
Mhm.
Still not having a fun time. So I think I'm going to stop playing that sub. I'm going to quit. If after 10 hours I play a game and I'm like, fuck this, I'm going to say, fuck this. I'm going to tell you right now. I wasn't able to get immersed into it. I've heard some people say, like I said, they enjoy that game, but it's just the mechanics. It's like the story so far. Like I said, it's a good story. I appreciate the world that they built. It's a great world, but it's just those mechanics, those small little details of the game that just infuriate me, and it's just getting me out of the game. And honestly, I'm out. I'm out. I can't do it. Like I said, if you like those types of games, go for it. Like, give it a shot. But like I said, I was 10 hours into it and I still wasn't enjoying my time. I'm probably not going to enjoy my time if I play another 10 hours. So I'm going to stop wasting my time. I'm going to be real. I'm going to go to something else.
Smart decision.
Sub, to
I
you.
got no
I know
confession.
you're
I'm just
playing
still working through
KDC2
KCD2.
and you enjoy
I'm
that
just
a lot
enjoying
more.
it. I'm just like vibing out in that game.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah,
So that wraps up the podcast.
Like I said, I know KDC2, they fixed a lot of the issues that I'm having in mind. So I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure KDC2 is a much more better polished game. And I can understand that probably it would be better, because like I said, I like the story in the first one. Like, it's good. It's just infuriating for me to get to the point where I can start to enjoy the story. And like I said, Saab playing KDC2 probably fixed a lot of the issues that I'm having, so that story, you can actually immerse yourself in a story. And I that's awesome. Anything else from anyone?
Nope.
Saab,
nope.
anything from you?
I'm just gonna shout
right.
out Lesu again. Follow Lesu Games TTTV. If you see it on the screen on the video, it's up there. So yeah, thanks you for listening. Like and dislike and subscribe, all that good jazz. What about you guys?
Adia, that's all, folks.
Till next time.